You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof on Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof on Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof on, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Monday, 10/2. That's October 2nd, 2023. How are we? Woo-wee! Favorite month of the year. It's one of my favorite months of the year. If I had a favorite month of the year, what would it be? January. You know why I like January? Everybody's pissed off. Everybody's truthful. They're just getting over that holiday spirit. The Christmas tree is still dry in the front room with the lights and tinsel still on it. It's January 10th. Take it out to the street, into a dumpster. I knew this family that kept their fake tree up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months a year. And they decorated it accordingly. If it was Halloween, it had, orange and yellow and pumpkins and stuff hanging from the tree. It doesn't have to be a Christmas tree, Rich. It's a holiday tree. But Halloween isn't a holiday. It is in our home. I like the spirit of those people. They were good people, man. She baked cookies all year round. I don't know how the kid stayed so skinny. What was in those things? Coke? I mean, the kid was a little wiry. He never shut up. And he lied a lot. He was a cokehead. I didn't even know I was friends with a cokehead at 10 years old. No, I'm kidding. It was heroin. No, actually, the guy's very successful. So tonight, I speaking of success, I want to welcome everybody here after a long weekend, which, by the way, was shortened by Monday. Freaking Monday. Always in the way. Well, I'm glad you're here. We've got an exciting one tonight. We really don't. Huh? Did I just... We're going to talk about, demons. But Yeah, as the day went on, I put that up a while back, and I'm like, yesterday, I think I made the show, right? Careful what you wish for, they're demons, yada, yada. Everybody's on the demon train right now. If you're not hopping on, then I don't want you on. No, we want you here because you need to hear this tonight. Oh, my devil eyes are coming out. What do I see with my devil eyes? Could it be Satan? No, I had to do it. It was just... So tonight we'll talk about how the inclusion of religion into ufology has made its way into mainstream. Everybody's doing it. If you're not doing it, you'd be done with. We always bring it up here. You know, ghosts, right? Spirits. No, that doesn't work. Things like that, things that go bump in the night. Are those aliens coming down and visiting us? Let's look like their grandmother this time. Okay, I want to be his dog. Go ahead, be a dog. I was a dog before. Get no respect. And they come down wearing grandma's moo-moo, looking like Chippy, you know. And then, you know, they come in as little shadows of what they once were. And then, and you're like, is Grandma Chippy? No, it's Bleep Blop and Blix from the planet Euron coming in to anally probe you, but not for pleasure. For science, then why are they smiling when they do it? Ugh. And that Blix, he's a character. I don't trust him. He's got more than 3 fingers on each hand. This I know. All right, let's do a little roll call. Get the show started. Enough with the jokes. Who's here tonight? Janelle's here. She's throwing down a £5, 5 quid super dono. It's pure love. It's a triple heart threat. Super dono means, oh no, it's love. Right at the top of the show. Thank you very much for that. Jeanette, the angel. Oh, how bizarre is that? The angel of Goofon, the devil of ufology. Oh, I need you here tonight, sister. Thank you very much. And that right there proves how much you love me. It's like on my shoulder, like an angel and a devil. Grazie. Mucho gusto, generoso, generangelo. Welcome to the show. Hey, William Bridges, how do you do? I was kind of like, how do you do? Who is that? Richie Cunningham? Hey, Fonz. Oh, no, that's... I do a lot of wiggling, I've noticed, in this chair. Listen. I saw somebody make a comment. Rich farts a lot. It's his chair. I think Samo said that. I don't know. I think it was you. Hey, Mr. Bridges throwing down $10 because he can. And you know, I know it's based in love. If you want to help support the show, just like Mr. Bridges or the Angel of Goofon, you can do the same thing. We are supported by you. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. So, I want to thank Mr. Bridges for your continuing support. Huge supporter of the show. Mucho gusto, generoso, and welcome to the show. Enjoy the devilish humor of me. Not really, you know, tonight, we're hardly going to talk about that. The show's changed. I was saying it earlier, never finished my thought because I'm, crazy. Yeah, when I made up the thing, it was going to be a lot about that, but things have changed since then, and there's a lot of things we need to talk about. Mr. Bridges, thank you very much once again. Mucho gusto, generoso, friend. And welcome to the show. Hey, Mr. Mike Johnson. Welcome to the show with that $7 Canadian Super Dono. Oh, it's that time of the month again. I got confused. I don't know what I was thinking. It's a super chat with, I know, Mike. I know. Mike's got it right there. You've been around for what, 3 years since the beginning? Unbelievable. That's support right there. Same with, everybody, pretty much. You guys are unbelievable, the support. I love the core we have here. We're all we need. So what? Let's just keep it here. I'm happy with this. Right? Enough's enough. People know where to go if they want to hear the truth. If they want to hear the lies, they know where else to go. They can go live in fantasy land. Mike Johnson knows. Thanks, Mike. You're a good friend. I appreciate all the support, and you're always chit-chatting behind the scenes. I appreciate the input. I see it. I see it all. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And Louis Ferraro, look at the Super Dono. It's a dono. It's a donation with no emoji or comment. It's just pure love right from the heart. Louis Ferraro, right from the heart. Thank you, man. I appreciate the £5, £5, $5, whatever that A is. What is that, Astro? Rastro? No. Thanks, Louis. Appreciate it, man. I'm always trying to come up with something new for these super chats. Super donos, too. Mucho gusto generoso. Louis, welcome to the show. And Paula Faust throwing out a $2 super dono. Pure love just pouring out of the Goofonians. And I needed it today. It was a tough day today. Tough day. I still haven't eaten today. Can't. But I will. I will. Don't worry. I mean, I've been drinking a little bit. I have my little mug right here, Just a little glass of apple juice. Thank you, Paula Faust, for the $2. Mucho gusto, generoso. It's a super dono. Oh. Who does this on a UFO show? Now I know why people tune out. Why do I do these things? I can't help it. I'm just being me. You know what? I really do say what's on my mind, but not 100% because, YouTube. But, Chicky liked that one. But, welcome to the show, Dave. Lisa M. It jumped on me. It was, Lisa, is that another new picture? Yahoo! Haven't seen you in a minute. I was thinking about you last week. Glad you got the message. I'm a little slow with my telepathy. Welcome to the show. Wild Child Jedi 72. 51's a great year to be alive. 51 years old. Welcome to the show, by the way. FAP, welcome to the show. The chat's a rolling tonight. YOY, fools. YOY. Oh, that's right. Welcome to the show. There's a poll. I'll probably forget this one. All right. So the poll tonight, let me get rid of this. Hope everybody's weekend was so nice. All right, get out of there. So how could this be? 29 votes. 17 hours ago, I put this up. Can you guys vote? What do you believe to most likely be the truth? Aliens are here. They look like us. I threw in my little. We are living in a matrix reality. Oh, aliens are here is leading the way with 38%. We are living in a matrix reality at third place at 21%. We are avatars playing us at 14%. Or this is it. And that's that. Reality at 28%, coming in second. I'd like to see that to get to 200 votes. Most likely we'll get to 160. That's usually where we lie. My chat room, something's wrong with it. Okay, let me refresh this page. I think there's something wrong. Okay. Wait a second. Am I going absolutely crazy? What is going on? I'm losing my mind. Mr. B's Truth Seekers, how you doing? How did this just happen? I don't know. There was a poll there. It's not. There's no poll. Forget it. It was last night's poll. That's why. I thought I was looking at tonight's show. I still had last night's up. Usually I erase that. I did it. All right. My bad. My sorry. I'm so sorry. Has nothing to do with weed at all. Welcome to the show, Lisa M., Paula Faust, Ben, the Yorkshire Gruffonian. Welcome to the show. The Bad Boy Channel. Welcome to the show. A member for 3 months. We are back up for Demon Talk. Isn't that strange how that worked out? Glad to see you, man. Thank you for the comment and being a member for 90 days, 3 months and going. Thanks a lot, Bad Boy Channel. Welcome to the show. That's nice. I didn't know. I know I need to read the updates. I'll do that later. Zach Diecast Montu, welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis, welcome to the show. Scott Blight, welcome to the show. Hey, Ice Cream Shots, welcome to the show. I'm going to be on Ice Cream Shots. Well, what is it? Metamaterial. What is the name of it? What? Oh my God. I always do this with the name of your channel. Hold on. Terrestrial Material. I looked it up. I couldn't remember. It's a tough name for me. Guys, go over to Terrestrial Material and become a member. Come on. Guys, do it for me. Just go there right now. Here's the link. Just go there and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. I know if you're not here where you're at. I know what you're doing. You'll be back. Just go ahead and subscribe, will you? Samo, welcome to the show. 12 Feet Tall, welcome to the show. Brooke is, there you is. Welcome. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. I know, it was yesterday. Hey, Reality Check, what do you say? How do you be? All right. I think we're a little behind schedule. Why? What did I do that was so different tonight? What did I do? Did I talk that much? I usually know where I'm at. Like if I look at the clock and it's 7:20, I know I'm a little behind. It's 7:24. What did I do? I did a lot of, all right, well, we got a lot of, oh, that's right. I talked a lot. So, this isn't why you're here. You want to hear about demons. I want to talk about this. I am extremely on the fence. That didn't make sense. I'm on the fence with extreme curiosity. That I really, in some sick, twisted way, I think aliens and demons or ghosts, spirits. Let's do this. Let's do this. For the sake of just the blanket, I don't want to say demon. No. Do I? Yes. I want to say demons, not spirits, because this is what the government is saying to the so-called whistleblowers. Loser Elizondo was told, Lou, they're demons. We ain't going to give you the information you want. One of the reasons why Elizondo left, because he knew he hit a wall and kept hitting the wall and his head started to hurt, so he left. You know? I heard a chime come in, so I wanted to check. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Really? Wait, hold on. Is that right? It said 2 messages, but there's only one showing. Hold on, guys. Okay. This is a new name I've never seen, so pardon me if I don't know your profile name or your channel name, but I'm just going to give your first name, Dina, with a $20 PayPal support. So message with it says, thank you for being you. I love your show. Well, it says, love your show. See how we do that? I added the I in there. Didn't say I. It said, love your show. I know, because it means I love your show. Oh, I'm such a stickler for details. Can you imagine? This is why I stay single, not for me, for you, to protect you from me, because I'm such a dick. I'm really not. I'm a lot of fun, actually. No, I'm a dick, but I'm fun dick. Dina, thank you very much for the $20. I think I'm a dick. I really do. I do, but I don't mean to be. But I guess I can be. Look, you have enough conversations with people, and then you keep hearing the same thing. After a while, you have to believe it's not them, it's you. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I've been working on me for at least a decade to undo all the things that made me what I was, that I don't want to be. You know, it's hard to change. Does a leopard actually change its spots? You know that saying? You know, people are people. He's never going to change. Nobody changes. No, people do change. Absolutely. I'm a living example of that, because I've changed more than once. Adapting, becoming better. Just, you know, you grow up in an environment. You're a victim, if you want to call it that. You're a product of your environment. You really are. And you choose people that are like-minded along the way, which is why the term "you are who your friends are" is so popular. So, yeah, I thought I was somebody I wasn't, and did a lot of stupid things as a young kid, and come to the realization that's not who I want to be, and changed. Late in life, you know, 30-ish, 33-ish, got married, you know, did the whole thing. And now this part of my life is wrapping it all up so I can enjoy my golden years without driving myself and others insane. Capiche? Oh, it's a one capiche show. Didn't even mean it. Came right out. Nah. Raging Against Machine. Good evening. A $5 Canadian super chat. Good evening, Rich. Richie, get yourself a cup of coffee. You know what, Chief? Don't mind if I do. It's about all I can afford these days. Oh, well, you bought this one. Hi to the best chat around. Cheers, big ups. That's great, man. Thank you for this. See, this is the love. This is what I always wanted to see. People just enjoying themselves, having a good night. Don't worry and stress out. So what? You know what? I haven't gotten to the Look, it's just me here. All right? It's just us. We're going to get to it, and when we get to it, you'll be glad you waited. I got to do these things. People come here, donate. I have to talk. I have to say thank you. It's proper. You just can't blow that shit off. Plus, I haven't really officially started the topic yet. You understand? I know there's people out there going, just get on with it. I get it. I hear you. Hey, thank you, Raging Against Machine. Mucho gusto, generoso. Appreciate that. And look, even that is way more than needed. It's what we want. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. See, I tried to come up with something better and it sucked. Jeff Garvey throwing down a $10 super dono. I knew the next super it would be love. How did I know? Jeff Garvey been around a while. And thank you so much for your continuing support. I'd have to say at least 2 years, right? You know, in 17 days is the Goof On 4-year anniversary. What are we going to do? I don't know. But I'll think of something. I just thought of something. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. Hold on. I'm checking. Oh, that's weird. And David Wilcox, see? I didn't get it. David Wilcox threw down $25 on PayPal. And I checked this time directly on, because I knew I heard more than one chime come in, and it only showed me one. David, thank you so much. Sorry, Jeff. And Jeff Garvey, thank you again. Mucho gusto generoso, my friend. And David Wilcox, thank you too. I know, guys, we're starting the show. Thank you very much, everybody. All right. Thank you. David, thank you very much, man. I'm sorry I didn't see it immediately, but I checked and I remembered I better check. Because your emails are strange. Your messages don't show up. But at least it showed up where I thought it. So now I have to just leave that open. And that'll make it easier. Sapphire Elves here. Now we can start. I told you when he gets here, we'll start. Gigi Evelyn? Is that Gigi? Oh. Well, that's fantastic. Gigi, welcome back. Hope you had a good summer. I know I don't like to drink on camera, you know, smoke or do anything like that. But it was needed. All right. We're going to get into the demons in a second. But, you know, there's stuff going on. I usually like to start the show out with my reminders or one reminder. And this has been ongoing now for, I'd have to say, 2 months? But it's necessary. And I think people are catching on. Yeah, people are.
The Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist. I never have been. I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the UFO community.
You know, that's all I can say about that. Oh, right. Oh, no, I forgot. All right. Oh, tomorrow's show is going to be a good one. Hold on. I think you'll like tomorrow. Probably better than today. UFOs and nukes. The threat has never left. I know. It's intense. I know. You'll like the thumbnail too. I guarantee it. Stupid thumbnail. It's pretty basic. And I'm going to be on, what's the name of that show? Saturday? That channel? Terrestrial Material. Okay? 7 o'clock. Now, listen to this. Saturday is going to be a fun night. Because I'm going on at 5. Yeah. And then you're going to join us, me. We're all going to go over to Terrestrial Material. Capiche? Don't forget to subscribe. Just do it. It takes 2 seconds. Open up a browser. Oh, there it is. Terrestrial Material. Just like Rich said. Oh, subscribe. And then hit the all so you get all updates. And after Terrestrial Material, you can take an hour off Because then at 10 o'clock, Nathan from the Quantum Show goes on. Wow, what a night Saturday. Next Saturday? 5 days, 6 days from now? When is Saturday? It's after Friday. All right. That's what I heard. Okay. So I want to play some, just real quick to get us warmed up. I now have created, I think, some new verbiage. Not a new word, but in ufology, I find loopholes. A loophole. Well, you know what a loophole is, right? It's a way somebody can get away with something without breaking the law, even though they're riding the fence. What kind of example do I give? This one here. It says, Greer finally gave up the secret. We need to include this term when summoning ET. And the term is, only if it's safe and appropriate for them. So when you're doing CE5, why do some people see the aliens and others don't? Because the aliens will only communicate or come if it's safe and appropriate for them. That's a loophole. That's a way for Greer to get away with saying they may not show up because they sense a threat. It may not be you. It could be a mile away. It could be 5 miles away. But the threat, nonetheless, to them makes it unsafe. So you mean when they abduct me out of my car at 50 miles an hour, that's safe? Okay, got it. All right. So when I'm sleeping and they're shoving shit up my ass, oh, that's safe too? When they're putting me through walls, ceilings, and bushes and trees, oh yeah, that's safe too? It seems like all they care about is alien safety. Unbelievable. So that's a loophole. When you find a way to answer a question that sounds right, but in all reality, it's bullshit. Here's another one. Greer just reminded me of another one he has. He says when you buy the CE5 booklet, I have it because I wanted to buy it for research. And in the book, it says, look, you may not make, I'm paraphrasing, you may not make contact the first time, the second time. Don't be discouraged. I would say it could take 5 or 6 times, maybe even a little longer before you make contact. And you want to know why he says that? Because 99.9999% of you will quit after trying it 3 or 4 times. You won't go to 6 or 7. And those who do, well, the aliens didn't feel safe or was not appropriate at the time for them. See the loophole he created? So if it doesn't work, you didn't waste your money. You didn't spend your $14 on bullshit. It's just not now. You got to keep trying it. And the human inside of us tells us it's bullshit and we'll never use that book again. Instead of trying and trying and trying. See, I want to see that person who tried 50 times and never made a contact. I want to talk to there is no one who tried it 50 times. I'll tell you this. There's no one out there who done it 20 times and didn't make contact. I'm talking about people who failed at doing the CE5, quit after so many tries. Believe me, the human in you. See, then you start feeling stupid. And this is what Greer counts on. Then you feel stupid. Like, oh, Jesus, I just wasted $14 and I can't even tell anybody about it. They'll think I'm an idiot. then you got to stuff it down even further inside your conscience. Right? Thanks, Greer. Thanks for the guilt. Maybe I should rephrase that. Thank you for the guilty pleasure. Because that, in all reality, that's what this is. That's what ufology is. It's a guilty pleasure. You want to tell the world, but the world isn't ready. Now, add demons into the mix. Now, what are we talking about? I know, I didn't think we were going to go there that quick either. But here we are. The demons have now entered the building. What are we going to do? Whoa, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Hey, Doc. Marty. Maybe we should go back to when Jesus was born. Marty. Doc. We just now grazed the surface of the demon topic. We're just now starting. But we're not in there yet. Because, you know, in this field, there's just one thing we want. Right? One thing. What is that? Do you know? The truth. I'm not going to wait for your answer. We all want the truth. You know, we do get the truth. We do. So I came upon this submission on X today by a page or whatever. What are they called on the old Twitter? Are they pages? Channels? What are we calling these places? Anyway, the name of this place is The Pillars of Creation. And he's got a video of Grush giving advice to somebody. It goes like this. Question. What would you tell like a normal person who is like, listen, I'm reading what they said. What would you tell like a normal person who is like processing all this? Would you give any advice? Or if you could give an advice to like a normal person watching, like, what would you tell that person? They posted that and were proud to post that question. David Grush says, yeah, I mean, I empathize with kind of the shocking. Oh, he doesn't talk like that. Yeah, I mean, I empathize with kind of the shocking nature if you know it enters. It's a weird thing to enter your worldview, right? You know it's holy crap, but think about it. We're just revealing another aspect of nature. It's just another discovery like, you know, splitting the atom, or the fact that, the solar system is heliocentric and, the Earth is not in the center. So the humankind, we're not the apex of sentience potentially. And there's, other life out there, whether you believe in God or not. It paints, nature paints with a broad brush. And we're just revealing another, really, I think, exciting aspect of nature that I think that'll make us feel, a lot less lonely. And I don't like what I was telling you about. I don't like that part of this. It makes me feel icky, gooey, and demonisk. Ooh. But he continues. I mean, like, I think anybody who's struggling with meaning or depression or whatever, I mean, maybe this will kind of help, to get them excited. And for young people thinking about what they want to study, and I hope this, inspires people to want to know more. I mean, it's a little scary to find out some pretty shocking things that really can change your worldview, but I think it's generally for the best. Yeah. Yeah, I do. You want to hear it now? That's the smart guy. That's David Grush. It's like, I'm just like you. I'm no different than you. I just hear things. People tell me stuff. I'm David Grush. Well, that's so much fun. These are the people they're putting in charge of talking to us about UFOs. Are you effing kidding me?
Like processing all this, would you give it
as the buzzards are circling Grush? Listen.
What would you tell like a normal person who is like processing all this? Would you give any advice? Or if you could give an advice to like a normal person watching, like what would you tell that person?
Yeah, I mean, I empathize with kind of the shocking nature. It's a weird thing to enter your world.
Jesus H. Christ, he's a freaking giant. Holy shit. I know, Chicky. Look at this guy over here. He's looking up at him like, this man is godlike. This guy's like, my nipples are cold. And this guy's like, I don't know.
Worldview, right? It's holy crap. But think about.
All right. Let me go back up a little bit. I talked. Did you see? Watch the movements of the head. Watch the fake excitability in this guy. He's acting for the camera. Nobody acts this way.
It's a weird thing to enter your worldview, right? It's holy crap. But think about it. We're just revealing another aspect of nature. It's just another discovery, like, splitting the atom, or the fact that, the solar system is heliocentric and, the Earth's not in the center. So the humankind, we're not the apex of sentience potentially, and there's, other life out there, whether you believe in God or not. It paints, nature paints with a broad brush. And we're just revealing another really, I think, exciting aspect of nature that I think that'll make us feel a lot less lonely. And like what I was telling you about, I mean, like, I think anybody who's like struggling with meaning or depression or whatever, I mean, maybe this will kind of help.
Maybe somebody who's dealing with depression talking about aliens will help. Is that what he's just said?
Make us feel a lot less lonely. And like what I was telling you about, I mean, like, I think anybody who's like struggling with meaning or depression or whatever, I mean, maybe this will kind of help.
Anybody who's having trouble with meaning. What does that mean?
Struggling with meaning.
I'm struggling with meaning. And there's no prescription for it. You know what we need more prescription of? More cowbell. We need more cowbell. Come on, man. I know he's trying to be nice. I get it. I hear the music, so I know he's trying to be nice. You don't have to coerce me into thinking I shouldn't be as mean. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to be mean. I really am not. I could do without it. See, I don't. Why make the video? He's a whistleblower. And usually, in the past, before Elizondo came along and ruined it all, in the past, they used to stay quiet. They only talked about their whistleblowing content. They never ventured out and spoken to us about their beliefs, their opinions. They're wanting you to think more clearly about aliens because, you know, it could help you. Right. So in my world where there's no meaning, go to another world that's full of lies and deceit. so I can get more corrupt information put into my brain. Gee, thanks for that, David. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would never tell anybody having issues with their, to go into ufology. Because, the thought of existing life elsewhere. Now let's stop there. Think about what we just heard. Oh, you're going to like this one. So, you got David Grush, who's all about, maybe it's a religious experience. Maybe if somebody believed that there was no meaning in their life, they could come over to ufology and think about and talk about the possibilities of not being alone. Because, when you have no meaning and you're depressed, you're alone in his eyes, in his world. And for the most part, that's true. People living with depression, you wouldn't know it. A real, true, depressive person, they've been dealing with it for a long time. And the reason they're depressed because they don't have any answers that they need. Why do they think this way? Why is this happening to me? Nobody can give me an answer, and I don't like the answers that are given. And, this, that, and there's so many levels I don't even want to get into it. But the word depression is a broad brushstroke, if you ask me. Same with meaning and depression. So he's telling people with no meaning in there. Now, look, I don't have a problem with him telling them to find something, maybe as a hobby. But I would say maybe build model drones or helicopters, or find something you're good. You want to learn how to play the piano, take that up. You want to learn another language, something. But don't get into ufology. Because let me tell you, that person may be triggered when they find out the truth and they're arguing with somebody on the internet about it. It could trigger their emotions. See, I don't like that prescription by David Grush. I think that's a bad description, in my opinion. There's other things I would rather see people do to get their minds elsewhere than come into ufology, where it's corrupt, where people lie. I get what he's saying, but this is not a religion. This is a conspiracy wrapped in a riddle of truth, lies, deceit, and everything. Why would you want to do that to somebody who's having a hard time as it is? To me, it makes no sense. Maybe I'm not smart enough to understand it. But common sense tells me that's not where I would send somebody who's looking for meaning. Unless, hold on, I'm remembering what I forgot. That guy didn't ask him about that specifically. That guy asked him, if people are having experiences, where do they go? Now that changes everything. So if you're a person with no meaning and you're depressed because you've had experiences with abductions, seeing stuff that you can't explain, whether it be poltergeist activity, balls of light, images of people in your home, then I think David Grush is 1,000,000% right. You're not going to get answers from a doctor. You're not going to get answers from your government. The only place you would get answers is from people in the field. Who do you go to, though? Where do you go? Who's doing the abductions now? Who's taking out implants and studying those? I know there are a few. Somebody recommended that I get reverse hypnotic therapy done to myself, and I am 100% open to it. But when that day comes, I mean, forget about it. It's going to be recorded, documented. It's going to be an amazing day. Because I can't be hypnotized. It's been tried. Believe me, I want to be hypnotized. I don't want to get into that, but some people just can't. Every time I say the word can't, I moo. Because I was hypnotized 30 years ago. They never took it off. I just can't. I don't even know I'm doing it. All right. So I believe that would be a way to go. If Grush is telling people with experiences that are feeling depressed and have no meaning because they feel alone with their abduction, with their paranormal activity, yeah, then it's okay to do that. I'm all for it. But just a regular person with no meaning and no direction, or they're depressed, you don't send them into ufology just looking for meaning. No. Not a good thing to do. So being in that Grush vein of conversation, I think I have one more. Here it is. Grush video. So should it be the president saying this stuff? David Grush was trying to get more details approved that he could disclose on July 26th. At least the day before the hearing, this was recorded. Let me pull it up. Will we ever get to hear all the details and information that didn't get approved by the DoD security office? Remember when he was asked certain things and he goes, I can't talk about that, maybe in a skiff? Remember? So will he ever disclose that information? Check it out. Here's what he said.
How do you expect this to go?
I think there's, the people who have been kind of following the subject for years, I think it might be a little bit of a letdown because I can't necessarily say everything I know. It's like, and I'm working on trying to get more things cleared for the hearing. Literally as I'm working, I'm talking to the DoD security office, like as I was getting off the plane, like, please get something approved by 10 a.m. Because I wanted be able to provide more detail. There's like a certain thing where it's like, shouldn't it be the president saying this stuff? Like, I don't want to be the purveyor of disclosure because I don't have all the data. I'm not in that leadership position, and I'm just trying to, use a public pressure to kind of, to get the executive branch to make a decision on what to release. Did all the checks I could possibly do, within my, kind of official capacity. Realized it was real, and then kind of during that investigation, I had a lot of pushback that was very unfortunate, reprisals against me and stuff.
All right. Hey, alien girl, how you doing? That was a great interview with Ishmael. I can't remember his last name. Ramirez, is that what it was? What was his last name? Ishmael. Hold on, let me pull it up. I have it here. I hate to be wrong, but that was fun. It was so short. Hey, where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, it's because it wasn't live. It was recorded. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, Ishmael Perez. There it is. That was fun. It was so short. But you're funny. You're a funny, funny girl. You're just interesting. You have an interesting way of... It's original. It's great. You're fun. It's just a fun, upbeat show. And if everybody goes there, you'll see what I'm trying to say. I can't explain it. But Alien Girl 111 is on Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. The total opposite. We're at 7 p.m. We got it covered for you. Sometimes our stories overlap, but it's okay because we don't think the same way all the time. And I really appreciate her point of view on everything, even though I get frustrated. I'm sure she gets frustrated, but she won't say it. But you've got to be frustrated. Anyway, go see Alien Girl in the morning. It's guaranteed a good time. It's a great way to start your day if you're driving to work or you just got there and you need something on while you're working to get you going with that cup of coffee or 3. There you go. So it's fun. Johnny D throwing down $2 right there, right now. How you doing, Johnny? Says, hi there, Goof on. How you doing? I'm all right. Today was just awful. Today was 3 days. But I won't get into it now. I'll talk about it later. Johnny, thank you very much for your support. Continuing and ongoing support by being here as well. Tell you, it goes a long way. Thank you very much, Johnny D. God bless. No. Well, alien bless. See, it slips out. Because I've been indoctrinated my whole life to say God bless. Johnny D. Thanks again. Welcome to the show. See, Alien Girl says, I love you, Richie. Do you? So, oh yeah, this morning, Alien Girl, speaking of, what a great addition to what we talked about here. We were the first to bring it up about that guy who lied. And what a great job you did on that today. I thought that was excellent. About this guy who lied about the Ariel School. 60 people are all lying because this guy said, remember we talked about it. He said he made it all up. And if you want to see a detailed review, go to Alien Girl 111 and check that out from yesterday, 12 hours ago. This morning. This morning. Yeah, 12 hours ago. That guy's unbelievable. And you brought up some interesting points. Who is he? Is he in the school photos? Did we find that out? I'm not going to give away any secrets. Go check it out. Was he an actual student? Who was this guy? Was he just a friend of the family's? Other people are saying it definitely wasn't a fake. I know what I saw. It wasn't a shiny rock. Like, who would... hey, you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened with that guy. You want to know? That's the guy who, if he was in America, he would have become a cop and abused people. He felt left out, I bet. Thought it would be funny to see if he could trick people. He knew what was going on. Guarantee it. 2 things happened. Either that guy saw what was going on or didn't see what was going on and just said, because he probably heard kids running and he probably said, where are you going? Oh, the aliens are over there. And he saw a rock reflecting the sun. He goes, no, there they are. That's how it happened. Or he was paid to say that now. Paid off. It doesn't look like he was paid off with the shirt he was wearing, so no. If you're paid off, you're putting on, well, that might have been his Sunday clothes. I don't know. There's something wrong with that guy. Something wrong. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to talk about UFOs and nukes. That's a hot topic. It'll be a good one tomorrow. I guarantee that. And what really happened to MH370? You know that flight that disappeared? Demons. I know. Demons, I'm joking. What do you think happened to that flight? Seriously. Because there's rumors, and I saw this on Alien Scientist on X. There's rumors circulating about murdered scientists. I remember this now. And a secret military base in the Indian Ocean called Diego Garcia. That name right there should scare the Shiite out of everybody. It's in the story. What a freaking there were all these scientists, like 60 of them, that were on that. Let me just play this. Let me play this. This is it. This is all you need. Love is all you need. That MH370 is one of the craziest things. Haven't we lived? I got to do a show like that. Maybe Amy, you do a show too. The most incredible, strange events in the last 20 years. Things are crazy. The world, see, that's why you don't have to lie. Because the world is so paranormal, you don't need to embellish anything. All right, check this out. You decide. Of course, I'm not going to decide for you, although I try.
On the most evil, vicious Navy bases in the history of the planet, they do stuff that would make like Santa Claus. Diego Garcia.
So...
Wait.
Sorry.
Oh.
Diego Garcia. That's where that first Malaysian plane is. That's where it landed. It had 4 scientists on it. Huh?
Oh,
20
just 4
scientists, but 4 had filed for patents. It was Malaysia, but they worked out of Austin, Texas, for Texas Instrument.
What?
And the ones behind that plane was Texas Instrument.
I have to pause it because it's copyright shit. I don't even think I can play any more of that, to be honest with you. Isn't that from Encounters? Where did I see this video now that I'm seeing again? Anyway, this guy, I'm just going to play it. It's too late. All right.
The government and Boeing, who made the plane. And everybody is stupid enough to believe that a plane almost a block long can just disappear.
Oh, hold on right there. I believe it. I believe it. If you take into account how big the Earth is, one block of an airplane, even if it crashed and it spread over 10 blocks in the ocean, mind you, which is 3/4 of the planet covered, yes, it can be lost. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, I don't like that. I don't like that. This guy, now I don't believe him anymore. Hey, not everybody's 100%, except for me.
Electronics we have, all the technology we have, the next generation of cars will come out, there'll be no driver. So we got 4 of those.
What does that have to do with anything? We're going to have self-driving cars. But the plane disappeared. Don't matter. We have self-driving cars. Okay, calm down. We got cell phones too. What do you want from me? But you're not hearing me. We have self-driving cars. Let me ask you this, whatever your name. Do we have hoverboards? No. Then I don't want to talk about it. Unbelievable this guy uses that analogy. The technology is so great, cars can drive all by themselves. So, do you know how much different it is to fly and land and direct an airplane than it is to drive a car on the ground, you schmohawk? That's the worst analogy, and people are like, this guy makes a lot of sense. MH370, it's landed. I don't believe this guy as far as I could throw his beard.
Top scientist.
Look, he doesn't even know how to count. He's got to use his fingers to count. You can't trust this guy.
It had filed for patents worth $400 billion. Okay.
So they got patents worth $400 billion. So we took them. We're going to use them. Man, I tell you.
So if 1, 2, 3 of us and your brother, 4, we filed for patents. And then here's a friend of yours who's with us. So 5 of us filed for patents. If we die before the patent is granted, then your brother, who wasn't on the plane with us, he owns them all. So,
all right, I can't. I just can't. I can't. I won't. I did, but it's over. Anyway, that's a whole other show for a whole other time. I just wanted to bring that guy in because the reality of MH370, and I know some of you are going to be like, no, that's wrong. But I'm telling you, I'm right. And demons took down MH370. Demons. Terrorists. Capiche? Oh, it's a two capiche show. It's a two capiche show. It is. I don't know what's going on with MH370, but I have a feeling demons, because we're sticking with demons tonight. We're not just saying spiritual. We're not saying souls. We're saying demons, because the government now, I consider Grush government, don't you? Elizondo government, the government. Well, saying that these are demons. Lou Elizondo claims, now we don't have a record of it anywhere that we hear it from the guy's mouth, but Lou claims that his higher up told him, we cannot give you access to A, B, and C because they are the D. What do you mean they're the D? Lou, come here. They're demons. Okay. Can I go? Is it okay? Yeah, you can go. Yeah, sure. I'll see you on the other side. So Lou left hearing the word demon for the last time. Now, I don't think it's that crazy. I really don't. I think even though the United States government is filled with religious fanatics of the Christian kind, they really are the Bible thumpers like you wouldn't believe. See, that's what scares me. Those people in power, they're the ones making these decisions. They're the ones that won't allow anything to be pushed forward. They're scared. And I don't know why we as the people can't have a real vote in this process. Why, with popular demand, why can't we get this material out to the public? It must be so bad. And we've heard this before, that we can't imagine the demonic, the alien, the being itself. We can't imagine it. It's that scary, according to what we've heard. My question to you is, if you're telling me about it, that means you survived seeing it. So what makes you think I can't survive? Oh, no, I didn't say you. People as a whole, Rich. They just don't take things this easily. People will freak out if they hear demons, fallen angels, are aliens. Can you imagine that, Rich? I really can't. Because that's not how disclosure should happen. But what if that's the reason why disclosure can't happen? And what makes them demon-esque? See, here we go again. Because now we're going off of the words of people who live in the Bible, who live in a world that doesn't exist in my eyes. It doesn't exist here anymore than a fairy tale, okay? There's no Moses. We have electricity. We're driving on the roads. We're flying in the skies. Those days are a thing of the past. Live here now. That's all I'm saying. If they're demons, why? What makes them demons? Well, the Bible thumpers think just them being here makes them a demon. The way they look makes them a demon. They don't have to do anything, and they're demons. Why? Because you've got white, racist, religious fanatics in the Congress, in our government, that refuse to accept another race into this planet. That's one of the reasons. If that's even possible, I'm just throwing it out there. Because we got to throw enough shit out there to figure out what's going to stick. What makes the most sense. Because what I hear doesn't make any sense to me. Nobody can tell me what makes them demons. Leslie Kean, you know, Keen, however you want to say it, talks about how UFOs could be connected to the afterlife. Near-death experiences, and believe it or not, could come from another dimension. Isn't that nice? Leslie Kean is talking about this. They could come from heaven or hell. You got to hear this. Unbelievable 3 minutes, but I don't know how long I'm going to play it. It's from the Leto Files. We all know Chris Leto. He's a nice guy. Nice guy. Chris Leto's just on the other side of ufology, but Green Street posted this. So here we go. Take a little listen to Kane.
The more paranormal elements of the UFO phenomenon seem to have some relationship to what people describe in near-death experiences and other types of activities that take place in terms of just consciousness-related anomalous experiences that people have.
Okay, I will pause it there because we're going to talk and just throwing this out there. Now you can say it. Oh, near-death experiences, abductions, sounds like, say it. Say it. Sleep paralysis, go.
Which are very varied. There just is some kind of crossover there. And
interesting.
I don't know what it is. I mean, there is the whole.
Do you realize what she just said? She's literally now putting it out there that it's a fact. There's a crossover between the paranormal and aliens. She just said it. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. No. In a good way, I can't believe she's saying it. I can, but I can't. It's so weird.
I don't know what it is. I mean, there is the whole component of UFOs, which is just purely physical. They're on radar, the way the military approaches them. But then there's another level of the UFO phenomenon that's way more paranormal, mysterious, complicated.
Yes.
Its impact on people is a very important element. Its medical effects, all of that, I think, ties in with issues related to near-death experience.
Medical effects? What was that?
Its medical effects. All
medical effects. So abductions can be related to near-death experiences, and I'm assuming it's medical effects, side effects. Wow. You know, when you think about who she is and what she does and who she writes for and who she talks to and who she knows, this is a whole nother, wow, a whole I can't believe they opened up this door so wide. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is. It's all about the tie-in with religion. Because all along, you could change the word Jesus to alien, and you'd be okay with it.
All of that, I think, ties in with issues related to near-death experiences
Wow.
and other types of afterlife experiences.
Truly.
So it's a big mystery how it all holds together. And you know, it may have something to do with some kind of dimension in which all
Wow.
these things dwell. That's not our
Wow.
dimension that's perceived by our five senses, but some other type of dimension that may overlap in some way.
Mormon theology, I believe, provides a very compelling roadmap or explanation.
Okay. Now everything just changed. When you bring in Ziegfugel into this kind of conversation, I want to tune him out, but for the entertainment purposes, I will continue. However,
Theology?
Oh, he's talking about the Mormon theology because he's a Mormon. Hold on. So I want to thank Jeanette. I didn't see it. I don't know when this came in. Throwing down on the PayPal. Thank you very much for that. Very, very, very smart. I like how you did that. No, it's good. It's great. You're the best. And there's a nice little message in there to say, go get something to eat. And then she says, don't be a prick. No, she didn't say that. Please eat as soon as you can. We all worry about you. I worry about you. Thank you, Jeanette. 4 hearts right back at you. Mucho gusto, generoso. And also a couple of, hey, Glenn Croy. That was unbelievable. Thank you again. Throwing down $10 support. You're unbelievable. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Mucho gusto, generoso. And you're here every night, and that means a lot. Don't forget to hit the like button, by the way. I don't ask for much. Goes for everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Glenn. Mucho gusto, generoso, my friend. It's a super dono. It's beautiful. Means the world. And welcome. Dorothy, $2 super dono from Dorothy Hawkins. It's Dit on X. How you doing, Dit.55? Mucho gusto, generoso, Dorothy Hawkins. My big sister, who I respect and love. Thank you very much for the support, as always. Thank you. It's a dono, I know. Thanks, Dorothy. Thanks, Glenn. Mucho gusto, generoso. In the love department. And Jeanette, thank you. Man, you guys, you're bringing cocky to my eye. Cocky. All right. So, Leslie Kane, wow. Amazing, right? Bringing in, now, I'm talking October. This is nuts. This is not, they're all talking about it. Grush, Kane, Elizondo. Is Corbell talking about this? No, but Green Street's bringing it up. John Greenwald Jr. also is making notations about these entities, these demons. This is a very important time. When I thought ufology was getting boring, it got exciting overnight. That's all it took. This is amazing. It truly opens up a huge field of questions that we have been asking for 20 years. I mean, this isn't new to me, new to you, but for the world to hear that aliens could be demons, that's a little bit. Is it biased? I mean, would they believe this in India? China? No. Japan? man, they are opening and have opened up a whole new way of looking at things. Things are getting really interesting. I'm blown away. I really am. That this is getting this much attention.
Well, that's not.
I've always wanted this much attention with the paranormal and UFOs.
Our dimension that's perceived by our five senses, but some other type of dimension that may overlap in some way.
Mormon theology, I believe, provides a very compelling roadmap or explanation when it comes to understanding our place in the universe. I mean, I love my faith. I was raised to believe that
hey, the Mormon faith is pretty cool. I would have loved it. I would have loved it.
We're not alone in the universe, that there are worlds without number, that there is a higher power, that there is a divine inspired nature to our existence.
When Fugel says there are worlds without number, that comes directly from Mormon theology.
Joe Smith!
In the church, it's taught that there are multiple dimensions of reality, separated by a spiritual fabric of space.
Ooh, doesn't that look like a UFO back there? See? See what they did? I know it's artwork. Shh.
Time they call the veil. Within all of these dimensions are worlds.
Okay. Okay. I want you to look at, what are we talking about? The veil. With multiple dimensions. This is a loophole. It answers a lot of questions that nobody has answers to. So you make something up that sounds very logical, sounds very feasible, sounds real. Well, yeah, this is coming from religions, believe it or not. And don't forget, the world's largest telescope is named Lucifer, and it's at the Vatican. Just a little FYI, the number 4 and the letter U.
Without number, worlds full of people who are alien to our Earth.
Oh.
Traveling between these dimensions is possible through the power of God and through the power of Satan.
Could it be Satan?
It should be noted that Harry Reid, the late U.S. Senator,
Satan!
who believed there was indeed something paranormal at Skinwalker Ranch,
Satan himself!
And who went on to sponsor the creation of a Pentagon program to study and investigate the ranch, was also a lifelong member of the Mormon Church. When asked by journalist and former...
All right. All right. Did you just see what the F happened? Did anybody just catch that? Has anyone just seen and heard what I just heard? I'll play it for you again. And then you think why I am really curious about this comment.
The creation of a Pentagon program to study and investigate the ranch, was also a lifelong member of the Mormon Church.
Get it? So, let me paint a little picture. Robert Bigelow Robert Bigelow had Skinwalker Ranch. Harry Reid, who was, or maybe still is, a member of the Mormon Church, went to Skinwalker, right? Didn't he have his experience? And then, was that him? I can't remember all these people. Well, anyway, he's the one who approved the good. Go ahead. Yeah. What is it? Isn't he the one who approved the research over there? Well, that's not the point. The point is this. He goes down there, is part of the Mormon Church. Bigelow sells it to a guy who's in the Mormon Church. Coincidence? I think not. Sieg Fugel has made a good choice. Do you see the connection? Do you see why he was chosen? Of course, Mormons stick together. Stick together like glue. Like 3 wives. Huh? What?
When asked by journalist and former Bigelow associate George Knapp how he reconciled his Mormon beliefs with a study of the paranormal, Reed said this.
Anyone that's looked at Mormonism at all understands that we believe that there are other worlds, and so Joseph Smith, when he was murdered at 38, he came up with this idea. He claimed he got it from, as we believe, from divine intervention.
When was that telescope built? Because apparently the largest I don't know. That's interesting, Robert. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how it was worded, but the one at the Vatican apparently is still the largest one. I don't know if they're going by cubic feet or how many yards or how many feet off the ground it is. There's always some loophole to make it the biggest. I don't know. That's interesting, though. Interesting. Thank you for that. So Brandon's a follower on Twitter with you. Ask him. He won't answer it. Ask him if Harry Reid had any influence on him purchasing Skinwalker Ranch. That's a good question. Did Harry Reid have any influence because of the Mormon religion connection? Any influence on you purchasing that property? It's too much of a coincidence. However you want to word it, that's a good question, I think. It's not mean. It's not vindictive. It's just curiosity because of what I just saw. It's an interesting tie-in. That's all. It could be taken the wrong way, but I don't mean it that way. Glenn Croy throwing down, holy mother of all, $20 again? Or, yeah. It's like $35. Dude, thank you very much, Glenn. Throwing it down like it's the new millennia. Thank you for this. Very big support tonight and good timing. Thank you. Appreciate your support again. Hit that like button, he says. Thanks for the reminder. See? Yeah, I had to remind. I see Amy's show every morning now if I'm awake, which I am now. I'm always awake now for the show. Because I have to go for treatment every day. So I go to my treatment at 7. I get there at 7:15. And I do it till 8 o'clock. So it's perfect now. And what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. She tells everybody, hit the like button. We're going to have a dance party if we get to 50 in 20 minutes. And by golly, she'll have 70, 80 likes. And didn't even have more than 55 people in the live chat. How'd that happen? We need to have 200. I'm surprised we barely get 110, 120. We should have 150. And now, every day, I will be replying to comments and stuff on the regular. Hey, Dorothy, all my emails are still caught up. Thanks, Glenn Croy. I had to throw that out there. Mucho gusto generoso, my friend. You're an incredible supporter. Thank you. All right, let's finish this. Are we done? Yeah, we're done with that. All right. So we are now talking about demons in ufology. Why? Because by golly, if this is true, and the whole time, the abductions, the sightings, just visitations in general, were they all demons? Or is it just the grays? Because I think I heard somebody say it was just the grays. And I don't think it was Greer, because Greer doesn't believe in this We're also going to... Well, this show's going a little late tonight. We're going to go late. We're not going to go off at 9. I can guarantee it. We're going late tonight. So buckle in. Well, I also want to talk about Floyd Bushman for a minute later on. A couple of sightings I want to go over. Hold on. I think I found the Vatican thing. Okay. Here's now why would the Vatican have a telescope? I don't know if it's the largest anymore, but why would they name it Lucifer? Well, it's an acronym. I don't know what it means right now, but maybe in this video they'll tell us. But I'll get up what Lucifer means.
Mount Graham is considered one of the 4 holiest mountains in the world for the Apache, and is considered sacred to all of the region's native peoples, and it is so because it is what we might call a stargate. In their mythos, a portal through which the star people have come since the dawn of time.
There you go.
And once we understood that fact, our suspicions as to why the Vatican and NASA had chosen that mountain in particular, even being willing to face a prolonged legal battle to build these telescopes on Mount Graham, including the largest binocular telescope in the world with the Lucifer device.
The largest binocular telescope. That's the L. The U is utility with, C, camera, and I, integral. F, field unit for E, extragalactic. R, research. That is the biggest bullshit acronym I've ever seen. You can't have 3 words for 1 letter. Large binocular telescope, near infrared. Like, it could be L, then it could be N, near infrared. Yeah, it's a bullshit acronym. But why is it there? To create reality. The reality is, for lack of a better word, demons are here. If you look at the history and you want to believe what you read, that there was a treaty, when was that, 55? It ended. That treaty has ended a couple of years ago, as a matter of fact, where we allowed the aliens to not take too many humans, but allowed them to take humans for technology in exchange. It's just, they couldn't just take everybody, they had to keep it. Do you really think the aliens followed the rules? Well, that's an interesting question, because if they're demons, there are no rules. But haven't you heard? I have. And in my dreams, haven't you heard people talk about military personnel standing in the background while the aliens worked on them? I have. In my alien dreams, mine are real. Wait, the members video that's coming out, you're going to love these stories. Because they're dreams, I think. But I have seen military. So maybe it's true. Maybe we did work hand in hand with the aliens and still do. I don't find that. See, I find that more believable than just the aliens do it on. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel better knowing that our government's right there alongside them. Right there alongside Blix and Coco. We don't know if that's his or her name. That's just the noise it makes. Coco. so we call it Coco. Coco. So Lucifer is the largest binocular telescope on the planet. That's different than the largest beep disc shape. So you're right. You're right about that. Well, let me, while we're here, I'm going to check Diane and see if she's blocked. Okay? Because Diane is one of the biggest people who, she's here every night. And I'm going to check right now. I forgot to check again. But let me go in there. Since I'm close, I will find out right now why she's having problems. So this will take me 1 minute, but I do this because it's Diane and she means a lot. All right, so here we go. I've got about 400 people to go through. That's not a joke. Oh, you know what? While I'm doing this, I am going to bring you and show you a video. No. Hold on. Well, I know I could have been done by now. I'm so stupid. Why do I do these things to myself? All right, here, I'll play this. 2 minutes. Here, you guys can watch this. I don't know how good it'll look, but I saw something and I'll be right back. recorded it that I thought could be a UFO. Now, I've never seen anything like this back in 2004. I believe it's June 27th. I say I believe it is because that's what it says on my notes. But this object was pulsing. It wasn't flashing.
Halfway done.
There were no green and red lights. And you can see it going by the stars here. So at this time, I did not have a tripod. And this is literally the first night that I went out with a camera. The first time I saw something was April 14th and the 15th. I saw it again with my wife when I got my dog. These lights moving. But this is in June. And I believe here it started like flashing or pulsing faster. Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of foreigners.
And it's odd flashing and pulsing or whatever you want to call it. Could it be a satellite spinning? An iridium flare satellite? Sure. Is the video quality okay? It's just okay. But you will gradually see me get better as time goes on.
Diane. You're not blocked. You're not blocked on GoofOn. So whatever problem, I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart, but it's on your end. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so we saw and heard Harry Reid talking about demons. We have heard people talk about demons. But my thing is, can anybody kill one of these demons? Can we kill them? Well, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. I think I played it on the show. But apparently Bijou is dead. Greer's little alien. Check this out. Sad. Whoa.
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening and welcome. It's a day of mourning across the cosmos as beloved alien celebrity Bijou, the extraterrestrial, was found dead on the outskirts of Wyoming. First responders swiftly arrived at the scene in the early hours of this morning, following multiple reports from eyewitnesses who had spotted two men making a hasty escape from the lifeless Bijou.
They were wearing
Currently,
MAGA hats,
the Space Force
too.
is conducting an investigation, and a pivotal piece of evidence has emerged, potentially indicating that this could be a case of homicide. We've obtained a leaked audio recording from a nearby trail camera, and what you're about to hear may disturb you.
Please don't hurt me. Please. I will do whatever you say, but no more pain.
You think
Sounds
you know pain?
British.
Remember what you did to me?
I'm so sorry, Papa. I didn't mean to. I swear it.
Take one to the knee and say you're sorry.
Papa, please. I'm your little Bijou. Ouch. Papa, no!
Did you hear? Did you hear the first shot? He goes, "Ouch!" Listen.
Bijou. Ouch. Papa. Bijou. Ouch. Bijou. Ouch. Bijou. Ouch. Papa. Bijou. Ouch. Papa. Bijou. Ouch.
That's hilarious.
Your little Bijou. Ouch. Papa. No!
Poor little Bijou. Oh, I'm little. Oh my God, I have Bijou in me. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? I'm Bijou, and I've taken over Rich's body. This is weird. How weird is Bijou? Now I'm dead. Dead. Dead.
Leslie Keene going full woo, says a Reddit article. We just found out how woo she went. Look, there's nothing wrong with thinking aliens are demons. How can I explain this? Okay. I think I know what's going on. Let's bring it back to the loophole effect. I think that's what's going on here. I think people are looking for a way to tie it all together. And after years and years of saying that it's possible that the spirits and the things we see around our houses and wherever, they're not our family members. They're aliens. They're imposters. And what they've done is they've taken the energy that was left behind or a memory and they use it. Now, does it make sense? No. You can't say it does. And I'll tell you why. Because 99% of the time, nobody's around the ghosts at abandoned mansions and cemeteries that nobody does upkeep on. There's so many haunted places where nobody's around. Why would they show up? Here's a better question. What if they aren't? What if they only show up because your energy got close enough for them to siphon and use to manifest? Even if you're driving by and you see a face looking out a window, shouldn't be there, they siphoned your energy from that distance just to show. Hypothetically speaking. So maybe the ghosts aren't haunting and up all night and recurring at midnight every night. Maybe it's only when we're around. Just like, does a tree make a noise when it falls in the forest? If you're not around, did the tree fall? Yeah. How do you know? You didn't hear it. Oh. But I'm going off of, statistically speaking, trees do fall down. See, I don't like that analogy, but I understand why it's being used. Another thing, demons can take on any shape or form. Technology of aliens can mirror the image of anything it wants. We can do that now almost. Octopus does it. Geckos, those lizards do it. Why not? It's technology. Why? See, I've given you a few reasons why it's not why it's not aliens imitating being ghosts. Because they would have to be there all the time. Even if somebody's walking by, driving by, flying over, they'd have to be there all the time. That doesn't sound like something fun to me. It doesn't sound very productive. If you're an alien from another planet, posturing as a demon coming here and creating havoc for what? The animals? You know, what, a raccoon comes in? Ooh, raccoon's gonna go, fuck you. Show me the garbage, please. It's over there. All you got is, what is this? Banana skins? Hey, that's all we got over here. We're aliens. Now, get into something a little more personal. Abductions. It was mentioned earlier. This is where it gets real serious because it would have to be demonic to do what they do. Right? Taking us against our will while we're sleeping, while we're driving, doesn't matter. They take us, they make us immobile, they immobilize us. We can only do this. Holy shit! Help! 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 Right? That's all we can do. Scariest ever. And then you wake up and you think it was a dream. But yet, you have bruising, scratch marks, pinholes, evidence. But who's going to believe it? Where was I going with that? If it's aliens, yeah, demons. So let me get this straight. I know where I was going. So the aliens take us, immobilize us, do some shit to us that we're not very happy with. Yet we do the same things to animals. Are we demons? Took me a minute to get there, but I got there. Took me a minute. Are we demons? We're doing it. Everything I'm telling you doesn't make it seem like aliens are demons, but yet they have demon qualities. They do demon things. It's easy to say they're demons when you don't understand what they are. It's a scary term used by Christians who are deep into their religion. Anything that goes against their beliefs from another entity is a demon. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. But then you got people like Leslie Kean and others coming out and pondering? Is it posturing? I don't know why I try to use words I don't normally use in my daily language. Try to sound smart and then it just backfires. I'm not that smart. Okay. So this guy calls out John Greenwald Do you remember the rubber duck video? Remember the rubber duck video? That guy, I don't know if I want to play. I'm not going to play it because he will strike the channel. He will. He's calling out John Greenwald because John Greenwald didn't give him credit for putting out the rubber duck video. So this guy goes on a rant for 6.5 minutes and basically calls John Greenwald a liar. And this guy hasn't been seen since his rubber duck video. Remember, he was going to the Utah Symposium and he had 5 videos. 2 of them nobody's ever seen, allegedly. And he wouldn't show anybody unless you paid for it and you went to the symposium. When the video went up, people were disgusted, embarrassed. It wasn't a UFO. It was such shit that he literally got booed out of there pretty much. Nobody wanted to talk to him. Nobody cared. And that has never sat well with him. But even before, he was on somebody's show saying, you guys are going to be, I've had experts look at this. Who? Well, I can't give their name. So you didn't have anybody look at him. And his video is balloons. That's what we come to find out. 100% not positive. You can't be about everything. But this he's the New York UAP discussion. That's who it was. He's an asshole. He was calling people losers and liars. And yet he was projecting. That's who he is. That's what's amazing about this field. You really do get to see who people really are. When it comes down to it, this guy was just trying to make a buck. And it flopped. And I was so happy about it. This guy. I mean, do we need to say anything else about that guy? All you have to do is look at him. Yes. Who does he look like? Oh, by the way, the beard's going. Yeah, I think this is the last night for the beard. I don't know. It looks better this way, but in person, it's not right. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Anyway, that guy is a demon. See, there are demons in ufology. You just have to know where to look, right? They're everywhere. They're right in front of our eyes, and they look just like us. Oh, that wasn't nice. That wasn't nice at all. They look exactly like us. They walk the walk. They talk the talk. And oops, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. Who's doing that? And they lie. And they lie. Hold on. We've got more to go. Now. Hold on. The video I'm going to show you, you got to take with a grain of salt. But would a demon do this? Now this is from Slapped Ham. Somebody submitted this really cool video. Check it out and see it. Do you think aliens have time for this? Just watch.
A house again, except this time the creepy sighting is right outside the window.
See her?
Here we can see what appears to be a small girl peering inside.
Look at that. Impossible. She can't be there.
At
3
first,
stories
it
up.
Looks like a normal enough picture, but the following TikTok video gives a little more context. In this clip, the TikToker proves that he lives a few floors up from the ground, meaning this girl couldn't have been standing and looking in the window. He also shows us that he doesn't have a balcony, suggesting that the little girl could indeed be a ghost.
Wow.
Also, if we watch that clip again more closely, as he walks into the room, you can see a face in the window. But as we see, the homeowner lives several floors up, making it impossible for someone to be outside the window.
Okay, there's more to it. Now, would aliens do this? I think they would. I do. If I was an alien and I have a imprint of a human, it doesn't matter to me. I'm an alien, whether it's a child, an adult, or a dog, a cat. I'm picking humans, and to me, it doesn't matter whether it's a child. I'm going to imitate this child, and I'm going to mess around with this guy, you know? And then the guy freaks out, and the alien and his friend's like, did you see this guy? And that's happening worldwide. Come on. Come on. It doesn't seem normal that aliens... Now, there would have to be thousands of aliens up there or in another dimension having a great time imitating demons that look like children. Well, Rich, what you have there is a real spirit. You don't have a demon. That's a great point. That is a really good point. So there are spirits and demons. Yeah. All right. All right. Now we're talking. So there are real spiritual things, but they're not demons that walk the earth. And the aliens are called demons because why? If they're imitating human activity. Because, Rich, they're not imitating human activity. They are the black shadows. They are the blips in your eye, the flickering of the light, the vibration of your chair as you sleep at night. Oh, they are the nightmares in your dreams. Oh, stop it right there. They are the horror in your eye. Stop right there. Don't say another word. They are the death that is in your soul. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Why would aliens do that? Because they can. That's not of an intelligence being. That's of an intelligence asshole. So, if I was a betting person, and I'm not anymore, but I used to be. It used to be a problem. It was. If I was a betting man, I would say that aliens are not demons. I don't think they care. I don't think they believe. I don't think they play those games. I think it's mistaken identity by religious fanatics in the UFO community and abroad. And they found a loophole to fill in the blanks for their needs, for their agenda. Now, I'm going to blow you away. Are they wrong? Am I? Am I right and they're wrong? Or are they right and I'm wrong? And the answer is yes. All of the above. Do you want to know why? Does anybody want to know why? Because there's no proof. No proof either way. Yes, there are demons. Yes, there's poltergeist activity. Yes, there are aliens. Yes, they do exist. But no, there's no proof of an alien entering a spirit mashup. It's not been proven. It's suspected, but not proven. The only reason this is a thing, because anything that is painful, hurtful, same thing, has a PTSD lasting effect on you, then they're deemed demons. But when they're nice and they don't do anything at all, they're not demons. And that would be a fatal mistake on your end if you didn't believe that even the good aliens are demons. Why? How can you say such a thing? They've never proven it. Exactly. Proof is in the pudding. And without proof, all you have is cake mix, pudding mix. You need water. You need egg. Do you need flour for pudding? I don't think so. It's a very tough subject. Demons and aliens, very hard to prove. However, poltergeist activity, demonic. Why would an alien invade a young person? Most of the invasions, most of the people who get invaded, or what do they call it? They have the attachment. When an entity does that, that's not an alien. I don't see an alien going in our bodies and controlling our movements and, puke and piss and blood and all that stuff. It doesn't seem like an alien would do that. However, what do I know? What do I know what an alien is thinking anyway? Nobody knows. And you know who's going to tell you they know? Abductees know. But they really don't. They're assuming. Remember, when you're abducted, you're knocked out for a while, right? Sometimes you're not, but most of the time you're knocked out. You wake up, you're in a place, you don't like it, and then they bring you back and you're like, oh shit, I'm home. Very, very tricky. Very, very mean to say that they're demons. I don't like it. Because I don't think aliens would do that. I don't think aliens would make believe they're demons. But the loophole is their technology would probably give them the ability to look like a demon. Black shadows. What else? What else do demons do? Obsession, what is it? They get inside your body. Anyway, it's a tough thing. Hey, News, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Raw News, hanging out tonight. All right, I'm going to play something that... now, what I'm about to play you is comedy. It's Sam Kinison. Those of you know who are old enough know who Sam Kinison is. One of the... I don't know if he was the greatest. I don't think he was the greatest. But for a time, Sam Kinison was the shit. He, Andrew Dice Clay, and others had a big influence on the way we thought, talked, in a comedy sense, not in reality, people, but comedy-wise. And I just want to share this as another reason why I stay single.
Women, I swear to God, may not seem like it. I fucking love women. What am I gonna do? It's so funny. They're always on the audience going, well, how come you don't talk about men? How come you don't say what's wrong with men? How come you only talk about what women do? How come you know? There's a reason! There's a fucking reason! Because a man never broke my fucking heart!
There you go.
A man never lied to me in love. A man never made me want to drive my car into a fucking wall!
That's the mindset us Gen Xers grew up with. Truth. And that works both ways. But it's funny. Can I help you?
I don't know, sir. I'm really scared.
You realize I'm doing my show, right?
I thought you were done at 9.
You don't know me very well, and that just proves to me you don't watch every night. Sorry.
Wait, you asked me how you can help me.
Yeah, because you called in the middle of my show. How can I help you?
All right, well, if you're in the middle of your show, I'll let you go.
Wow, why do you have to be so mean?
Ah, God, I'm only reflecting. God, don't be so defensive.
Hey, I'm only projecting.
Is that what I'm catching?
a little bit, Mike. A little bit. I was just about to wrap up. I'll call you in 10 minutes. All right.
Yeah. All right,
Bye. Mike, he's so funny. I usually am done. But I was just about to say, let's wrap it up. And he called. Yeah, let's wrap it up. I was going to go longer, but the point has been made. Just know this. Whatever experience you're having in that moment, if you don't record it, look it in the eye. Don't turn away from it. Nobody, and I mean this, nobody that we know of has ever died, has ever gotten severely injured from approaching an alien that we know of, I'm saying, or a ghost. When my wife and I sat in the bed, this was the very first few months as I was into this field, that ball of light came into the house. To this day, I still get goosebumps when I talk about it. And we didn't do anything. We sat there and watched this thing go into our bathroom, go into the closet, came out of the closet. You can hear the hangers moving, the light reflecting all over. We didn't say a word. The dog didn't move. We sat there just transfixed on this ball of light. And then when it stopped and like nearly in front of us to the left, you could see it was like crystals, but it was light. And it wasn't like the light lit up the whole room. It lit up around this thing. And because the reason I know, because the bathroom and the kitchen and living room behind didn't get lit up and the ceiling didn't light up. And I noticed that. But when it came by, you could see the reflection of it in the TV. When it left, it was about 10 seconds. We sat there and waited for it to go out, I guess. We watched it go out the window that it came in through. And the dog, he got up and he just looked at us like he wanted to go out. And I put my hands on him, and my wife did the same thing. We both went to go calm him down. And that's when we started, like, what just happened? She goes, I got to call my mother. And I'm like, what? Why? It's 3:30 in the morning. No, it was right at midnight. That thing, I remember waking up at 11:48 p.m. And when it left, it said 11:52. Now, check this out. Here's the weird thing. A 4-minute time span basically went by, probably 5 minutes, because I didn't watch the clock at the beginning. I saw the clock as it came in and as it left, because it went right by the TV where there was a clock. And I talked to my wife, Now, I knew how much time went by, and I asked her, I go, how long was that thing in here? She goes, I don't know, felt like 30, 45 seconds. I go, what if I told you it was in here about 5 minutes? She goes, there's no way. And I go, well, I saw the clock on the TV. It said 11:48 when it came in. When it left, it said 11:52. She said, 4 minutes. And then we sat there, and I got my phone that had a timer on it, as all of ours do. And I said, let's sit here and feel how long it is. So I pressed the time, and we imagined in our minds, we closed our eyes, and I go, when you're done, tap me and I'll shut it off and we'll see how much time is gone. And I'll let you know if I was close to ending my experience. So I hit start, and she's imagining what she imagined. I imagined what I imagined. She hit that button within like 30 seconds. And I'm like, what you're done? I go, I just got to the part where it went into the bathroom. She goes, oh, I already passed that. I go, don't speed through it. I go through this like it's in real time. She goes, I did. I said, wow. I said, we must have experienced two different things, or one of us is not doing this correctly. We can't be that far off. It's a really cool thing that happened to us. We stayed up till like 5 a.m, literally 4 or 5 hours. She had to wake up at 5:45. So I said we wake up. We went to bed and then woke up. We went to bed at like what? 4:45. She slept for about an hour, got up. I stayed up with her, went outside, looked at the outside. You know, I was inspecting everywhere that ball of light went. We thought it was somebody with a flashlight in the backyard because the dog was barking. That's what made me look at the clock at 11:45. And when it came through the window, it said 11:48. 3 minutes. That's weird, isn't it? Where'd those 3 minutes go? I actually have, like, because what I used to do back in the day, I used to record my experiences right after they happened. This one, I didn't do it right after. I did it like hours later, but I want to watch that self-interview I did and see what I'm messing up on. I have done these self-interviews a dozen times. And years later, I'm telling the stories, and then I'll go back and listen to my original, interview I did with myself about what happened, And man, it's amazing what you get wrong. It's the little things. You get the time wrong. It wasn't 3:15. It was 3:08. Details matter. They do. In this field, details matter because that's how you can tell if somebody's lying or not. That's why details matter. That's why Bob Lazar, details matter. 35 years later, we're waiting to see the fuck up, right? Not really. You did a good job. I think Bob Lazar legitimately worked somewhere, probably was told it was something and it wasn't, and I don't know. He could have worked there at S4. Who knows? He kind of reminds me of a demon. See, he would be a demon. Bob Lazar. The last name, Lazar, Laser. It's close enough. Bob. Think about it. I know it's Robert, but think about the name Bob, Hannah, Mom. They're the same forwards and backwards. See, that's the genius about what they did with Bob Lazar. They gave us a guy with a name that tells us who he is and what he does. That's what I believe. I think it's a joke. I think it's a test on the American people. Bob Lazar. Sure, it's probably his real name. Still. Oh, man. And I also believe Bob Lazar is the son of John Lear, who just passed. Well, recently. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Hey, told you it'd be a little interesting, a little different. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. The super chats were amazing. You can continue to support the show any way you want. With the thanks, they got the thank you button even after the show's over, or you can use PayPal and Cash App. But thank you, everybody. Moderators, unbelievable work again. I think we have the nicest moderators. I think they're fair. I think they do a great job. Everybody does. And the newcomers and veterans, thanks for giving Goof On a chance. We're not here to hurt. We do not want to hurt anybody at all. All we want is the truth. How we get there? Oh, man. Nobody listens when you're talking quietly. But they hear you when you're screaming and shouting. But they don't hear. Wait, they hear you, but they're not listening. That's the tough thing. That's the hard part about trying to get attention to those who are lying to you. They don't want Maya. They don't want it. They don't want to hear what I have to say. They don't need it. It's not part of their agenda to argue with me about what they're doing. Do you think Corbell would ever come over here and have a real discussion about what's going on? I would treat him with respect until it got out of hand. And he would have to make it go out of hand, not me. But if Jeremy Corbell ever wants to come on, he still owes that to me. Because he promised he would come on. Yeah, maybe I'll ask. He won't. Maybe I should. All right, well, if he does, what a show that would be. What a freaking show that would be. Maybe I will reach out. I have his phone number. Thanks to Dark Sky. Man, those were fun days. Thank you very much, everybody. You know what we do? We do it every single night here, even tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And we do Truthology for Ufology. Truthology for Ufology. For you. Every night. And Saturday, we're going to be on, what is it? Extraterrestrial material. What is it called? Mega materials? What is it? I'm joking. Terrestrial material will be on Saturday, right after Goof On at 5. And then we'll be on terrestrial material at 7 p.m. Don't forget Amy in the morning. It's Alien Girl 111. Isn't that the name of her show? It's Alien Girl, right? She doesn't have another name for it. No, it's Alien Girl 111. Why would you think that there was a different name? That's weird. 7 a.m. for Amy, 7 p.m. for Goof On. Wait, 7 a.m. for Amy and 7 p.m. for Goof On. Yeah. Yeah, we got the whole dial covered. Hey, in ufology, this clock is correct twice a day. Alien bless.
What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
This one hasn't moved, I don't think. Has it? One. I think it is moving.
Bonus show.
It's gotta be an airplane, right? And the other airplane's to the left of it. Yeah, this one's moving. My eyes are not working at all right now. It looks big for an airplane, but my eyes are blurry. I can't see shit. I just saw a flashing light right over here.
Out of focus. Demons.
It'll be an airplane.
Yeah, that's an airplane. So that's how people fake stuff, okay?
This is what
I'm just
UFOs
showing
over
you.
Las Vegas
It's out of focus. And this is exactly what I just said. The guy from UFOs over Las Vegas does this very same thing.
Perfect focus.
I could have made this a UFO video and everyone would trust it except for those who don't. Watch. I think I showed that it's an airplane. See, look at this right behind it. Now, why isn't this flashing? Why? I'm telling you. Look at the disc shape on that. It's really a UFO, guys. See? See?
Yeah,
wait.
that looks like
Oh no! What happened?
UFO.
Oh my goodness!
When are
How
you
did
guys
he
gonna
do it?
believe me, huh?
How in the world?
I could lie right now. I'm the guy UFO right over me, man.
Isn't that funny?
Now we can.
You didn't see the flashing lights. You didn't see anything that would have told you that was a UFO or a plane. Right? We went from this to this. See the flashing light now in the asshole?
Still can't get it focused.
That's how you play the game, folks. We went from this.
My eyes are blurry. I can't.
Right? You got to go, oh, my eyes are so blurry, I can't see. Is that a UFO? No, it's an airplane. These are the things that keep me up at night. People keep lying to you. And I am here to set that straight. You got it? That's what the bonus is for. Now, for something completely different. What is this? I went Oh yeah. Oh, let me show you this. Oh, you're gonna like this. All right. This is cool. Forgot all about this. So I'll take you on a little trip. You'll like this. Shit. I'm heading south.
Look at what is around here, and
I'm going to the ranch.
Farmland, probably cotton. Yeah, a lot of. I'm on the wrong side of the road. There's nobody out here. You can see I'm driving in the middle of the road. Lots of lettuce. I remember driving in places like this 30, 40 years ago when it was all cotton. But I think cotton is in the summer months. That's why everybody always said, man, it's hot as cotton balls out here. All right, nobody said that, but they could have. And they would have been right to say so. Look at all these ranches out here.
So I'm going to that.
Wow, I'm really far.
I'm going to the ranch in Arizona that is supposed to be like the sister of Skinwalker Ranch. So that's where I'm driving to.
It's going for the cows. Oh, I want to pet one? Hi, ladies. Can we pet one? Oh, we should be able to, right? Hi, Dolores. Hi. How are you? Can you hear me? You're so pretty. Oh, they gave you fly covers. That is beautiful. That's a nice little ranch. Hi, ladies. Bye. Hey, gals. How you doing, ladies? How you ladies doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, hi. Goof on Radio. Can you do an interview, please? Would you like to do an interview? Anybody? Goof on Radio.
Any
Ma'am, you look
mutilations?
interested. Goof on Radio?
Do you know anyone who's been abducted or mutilated? Anybody's eyes been torn from their sockets? Any anal cavities probed and removed? The name of that ranch is the Sunscape Ranch. What is it called? Big Shit Ranch. Here it is. And we went down there, and it was a disaster.
So I drove right past it.
Oh.
And here it is. That's the ranch.
That's the haunted.
Right,
that's where aliens came down.
Across the street.
Right here.
Looks like other tire marks have been here. Stardust Ranch.
There you go. Stardust Ranch is one of the biggest hoaxes in the history of ufology. This guy's such a douchebag, too. I've talked to him on the phone and on Facebook. He's an asshole. There was rumors going around, and I said, oh, I think he's trying to sell the ranch for $5 million. Don't talk about my ranch being for sale. That's a lie. And it wasn't. But he didn't want people knowing all over. I'm like, you're an asshole.
So I'm sure he's probably out looking at me right now. I'm not going to let him see me.
I told him I was going out there.
That's the home. That's the ranch. And I was right about the mountains. There's all sorts of trails. There's horses on the ranch at least. So this is the area with all the UFOs. All right. Well, I'm going to drive down a little bit south. And I'm going to take a look around.
See if I can see any UFOs. Let's see if we saw any that day. Here we go. Check this out. These are the mountains around where he lives. Go.
Let me show you something. These are the mountains around where he lives. Where Stardust Ranch is. There's trails on these mountains. Bike trails.
Yeah, he keeps saying that he sees lights all up and down these mountains. Yeah, because you got bike trails at night and people are going up there with freaking flashlights on their bicycles. And he's trying to say there was
drive around a little bit, but
UFOs.
There's trails all over these mountains for dirt bikes. And like I said, right over the mountain there is the Barry Goldwater Gunnery Range. Not this mountain, but beyond.
Isn't that amazing? Just 10 miles that way. Not even 5 miles. And the Barry Water Gunnery Range is right there. Where the Phoenix Lights. No, let me take that back. That is where Dr. Lynn recorded what she thinks is the Phoenix Lights 2 years before the Phoenix Lights. It is these mountains, that area that she was looking at 30 miles away. It's amazing. It's amazing when you live out there and you can drive to the places, or even if you don't live there and you can get to these places, everything changes. The whole thing, the whole scope of what you heard changes. That's why Skinwalker Ranch is the biggest bullshit story on TV. Because people who know. People who live up the area at that Gold Star, Gold Frog, Bullshit Ranch, whatever, too, they're having experiences. But theirs are real. Everybody's lying. But that is it. That's the mountains.
It's a very, very, very close area. I mean, this guy just totally made up that he was seeing aliens and everything else. It's amazing to me what these people try to get away with. Get away with. Got away with. Blows my mind. I'm pulling up. Wow, what a weird time in my life. Why am I doing this? Here's an abduction caught on tape. Don't be scared, though. Everything washed out. Everything's fine.
Where's the hot lamps? I need hot. No, not yet. Where are they? Oh.
That's the UFO coming overhead. See the lights? That's a real abduction, kids. That's how you do it.
Not good enough.
That is the abduction. That is exactly what happens to people. They get in there, they get totally distorted. Their optics are being manipulated with spinning devices and lights and high pressure water and stuff. And then they get their soul cleansed and then it comes in the front. Whoa, washes over you. The pain drips off and you see the light at the end of that tunnel. And as you lay back, you feel the warmth and the glow of the UFO. Or not. Or not. It doesn't matter what I say. You're going to believe what you want to believe. All right, what is this? Okay. I don't think I've ever showed this. I think this is a spoon video. It's not playing though. It won't play. I won't play it here until I know what it is. It won't play. Every other video tonight has played perfectly. I'll give it another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Here we go. I'm waiting. Come on. It's buffering. This ain't gonna work. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if it's worth the watch, so I want to see. I think this is a good video. From what I remember, it had to do with my haunted spoon. And I'm waiting for it, and it's not popping up. So I'm just going to let it go. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No. Good. Didn't work. Let's try another video. Last video. Haunted video. my haunted closet? You want to see the haunted closet? All right. This is where the black apparition dances in front, not dances, but flashes in front of the camera. The light goes, this was crazy. This is where the light just went off. Watch how weird it looks.
Whoa.
So, look at that.
Oh my God.
Now, I did not touch anything. The reason I went into the closet is because the light was flashing and it caught my attention and it didn't go off. So I went into the closet, started talking, and this is what happened right in front of me. There's more video. Watch. Did you see that?
Whoa.
Did you see what crossed in front of me? The demon. Seriously, it crossed right in front. Watch. Right there. Did you see it?
Whoa.
That's what blacked out the screen. That. Then it made the light go out. Talk about scaring the shit out of me. That. Isn't that weird? Oh, that scares the shit out of me. Watch it go by. Oh, I don't like it at all. That is so cool. I caught that. It looks like the sun. And then the light goes out. It passes right in front of the camera. You'll see it again. Watch, I'll do it again. Oh, isn't that weird? That is so bizarre. Now, there's more to this. Now, the next one, I believe... Oh, it's the same thing? The longer version? Oh, this is where I swore at it. Come on, do it. I was telling it to blink. And then I said, F you. F you. And then it came in front of. So watch the rest of this. This is a little longer version, a few seconds. So the light just goes out after I tell it, F you. Listen.
Fuck you.
See? And then that happened.
Whoa.
Right after I swore at it.
Oh my God. All you do is turn it off.
Oh. Did you hear what I just said? All I did was turn it off. I turned off the light. And that's what happened? I don't remember it that way, but I said it. And I don't remember it that way. You see how witness testimony means shit? And it's my own experience. And I have it on video. Watch this. You're going to see the black entity move in front of the light. There it is. Watch. Very fast. Boom. See it? Watch. Boom. 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 Try to pause it on there. It's not easy. But you can see it. It doesn't look like anything but a black smudge. Trying to time it. I almost had it. Anyway, you can see it. Man, I can't pause it for some reason on here. Like, even if I go back, it's not... It should be right there on the screen. It happened so... It's only in one frame. That's the reason why. There it is. Oh, I had it. Did you see it? There it is. Barely catch it. It's something, but I have it twice. It happens again. See? It's very quick. But here it goes. Watch. After a second. It's creepy. That's what I see out of the corner of my eye a lot. Shit like that. Now let me show you another one. I think it happens again right here. Let me see if this is it. I called him a homosexual. That's why it did that, because I called it a name. So what you first saw was the edited version, because I cut that part out. Let me see. Man. That is so bizarre. Here's the whole experience, but I can't play the whole thing because I'm very, very, very vocal. Oh, Michael, Oh, no. Hold on. This might be interesting. I started yelling at the light, and I'm saying it's starting to do it. Like the light's starting to get dimmer, but I don't see it on the video. So now I'm getting underneath the light. The reason I'm not showing you is because I say a lot of bad words. All right, I'll mute it. But nothing happens. I mean, I don't think anything happens. I mean, I'm literally calling it names right here and just trying to get its attention because I saw the flashing. This is a 4-minute video. And I came in and, yeah, of course, the flashing stopped as soon as I get there. But it didn't fail once I was... All right, and you want to hear what sucks about this? You want to know what sucks about this experience? I'll tell you. This is the Angus experience. The night before this happened. Okay, let me back up. Angus, my dog, as you know, was very sick. Oh, there goes the light. Did you see it? The shadow. This is the part where I taunted it and it showed up. Well, it did. There it is. Oh, that's the second one. So look to the left of this screen. Where is it? It showed up on the left. Let me go back. Over here. Watch. Not in the center this time. There. Did you see how big that was? Watch again. Wow. 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 That's crazy. I'm going frame by frame backwards. Oh, where is it? It's so hard to catch this. There. Ah, just missed it. I can't get it. You can see it though. There's only so much I can do. I'm getting tired. I wanted to catch it though. Oh well. Ah, I almost had it. All right. Well, you get the point. It's there. It's scary. Oh, come on. Anyway, weird stuff. It's not the electrician at all. Believe me, I'll tell you why. The night before, my dog was very sick. And he went into the kitchen. And on his last day, he wanted, I guess, to lay by his bowl by the refrigerator because the refrigerator gave a breeze. And he just wasn't doing well. at almost exactly midnight, I wake up from the light in the kitchen flashing. It woke me up. The flashing did. And I remembered the dogs in the kitchen. So I'm on the other side. There's like a divider with 3 stools, like a bar. So I get up and I see him laying flat out on all fours, you know, just not moving. And the light flashed while I was in there. And I thought to myself, he just died. They came for him, is what I thought. And the next day, of course, I had to put him down. And then the day after I put him down, actually, it was that following morning, Father's Day, 2019, I had to put him down. And then 2 days later, or the day later, actually, that happened in the closet. Now, my dog used to go in the closet as a game. If I accidentally left the door open, he would go in there and start taking all my shoes and bringing them to me. And that day, the day that he was playing with me, we were having fun. It was like a really good time. We were playing, like just throwing shit around. He's bringing it back to me. We're, playing. And then out of nowhere, he stops, does this, and was never the same again. It's as if something got him, took it. He wasn't the same ever since then. 5 days after that happened, he died. And he kept going in the closet that day, bringing me shoes and anything else he could find that. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with it, but that's why I went in there mad, angry. And who knows, guys? I've thought about it, and maybe I've taken that attachment ever since, and I've been having health issues, just like my dog did. He was diabetic too. But you don't know if they're demons. But God dang it, I believe this time one of them got my dog. I really do believe it. My heart tells me that's what happened. And before I get emotional, that's it. Sorry, guys. That was the bonus show. Hope you had a little fun. And I'm just cutting it. Hope you have a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow.